Welcome to our gallery. So we thought today we'd show you around our little gallery space. This is a project Chrissy and I have been working on since maybe January or February. And it kind of came all together this spring, and what it is a shed that is comprised of windows, and it's a little mini gallery. I think we might back the camera up so you can see the whole building.
Yeah, so I'll pull this back.
And then we're going to show
you.
you.
Around. Spin. Okay. Whoop. Kick the... All right. Okay, so there's
Hi.
Kyle. So this is we're kind of on the front yard of Handworks, which is in Bloomfield. And this is the exterior part of the gallery. So Tammy, who owns Handworks, who maybe we'll see at some point, has built all of these wonderful little glass houses. So you can see there's another one back there, then there's ours. Then over here, there's another little glass house. And then this is the main building for Handworks in Bloomfield. And that's one of my murals. Maybe we'll go take a look at it. And so we decided that this year, considering we didn't know exactly what to expect from the year, and we really wanted to be able to have work up somewhere, that we would open up a little gallery space here. It's nice because all around the building is glass, so maybe we'll take you on a little walk all around the building. So it meant that even if people weren't allowed to go into spaces yet, we could still have work up to show, and people could safely just walk around the exterior of the building. And this property is really nice and big, so it doesn't get super crowded with people all at once, which was also a really nice highlight for us. And it can be open 24/7. So let's go on a little walk around. So this is the front of the building, and when we're allowed to have it open, this would be where people could enter into the actual glass box. We have little descriptions on all sides of the building that kind of explain what the purpose of the space is, how you can engage with the work and purchase anything, and then also our contact details. Then, so awkward with the tripod, hey Kyle?
A little bit.
A little bit. So then this is another side of the building, and it's cool because there's all these kind of different ways the windows are built, and different types of windows, which we really love. It makes for trying to figure out how to install work so it's visible a little bit challenging, but especially when you're showing all of the work from the outside of the building. Obviously it'll be different once we can have people go inside the building, but right now, you can see, we'll go inside in a minute, but the walls are kind of all in the center of the gallery so that there's a decent distance between the window and the work. We found that if we put it right up close, then you kind of can't see what's actually on display. And then, so we have this lovely little deck, which I love. It makes it really nice to walk around. Oh, the traffic's really heavy. I don't know if that means that
These microphones are good. They're okay.
Hopefully you can hear what I'm saying.
I don't know, your mom or Susie will let us know if it's terrible, right?
Hi, sister. And then this is kind of our favorite part of the building. So these doors actually, on the inside, there's little latches, and so you can open these up completely, which is a pretty cool feature. And then right now we just have one of the wall segments kind of tilted in a little corner chunk so that it occupies really nicely. Hi, Suze. And also isn't, again, too close to the window so you can't really see what's going on. So the work that's on display right now is a combination of some of my prints, of which there are a few because I've been mostly doing murals, Kyle's work, and Jacob Rolfe, who is out of Halifax. Oh my gosh. When you are constantly surrounded by farm fields, a few trucks and cars sound very, very loud to your ears.
Yes.
So yeah, this is kind of what the outside viewing experience is like. So you can walk all around very easily.
I'll try and do like a good pan. Here's some of my prints.
Kyle is like holding like a full giant tripod and walking around. You can probably see it in the reflection actually.
We'll go inside maybe and try to like actually look at the things. Because I see mostly just the road behind me. At least on this side, right?
Okay, I'll unlock the door.
But you can see right here down in the bottom corner, all these little cards have QR codes, and so when you come and visit the gallery, you can scan the QR code and it'll take you to our store page where you can purchase the artwork. So it's meant to be like an online retail experience. Okay, we're gonna go inside and see if we can actually look at some prints. Oh, it's so much quieter in here. Okay. Welcome to how small this little space feels like. We're going to tour you around, show you some prints, and maybe have to move the walls to actually get to the other side of prints.
Yeah.
But
So this is our cat print wall. Bless Jacob and all of his cat prints. So we have kind of themed the walls out just so that there's at least some connection between all of the prints. We decided we really wanted to plaster as many prints as we could without it becoming too much. But, you know, maybe the cat wall's becoming a bit too much, but I think it's okay. So we have like mostly screen prints on this wall, and they're mostly all by Jacob except for Kyle's print over there. And these ones are new, so we just got this one, Life Without Kittens, I don't think so, which I really enjoy. And I think that his most recent work is kind of like themed out a bit on his time working with Trailer Park Boys. That's what that show's called, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh no, the camera will get back in here.
And then we have one of Kyle's prints down here, the cat book, which is a relief print made on a polymer plate.
I can't get any closer.
So basically, like when we got the building, it was just the glass shell, and we were allowed to do kind of whatever we wanted with it. So when Kyle and I were thinking about how we wanted to deal with the inside and hang art, I mean, there was a lot of obvious like possibilities for that. We could have like suspended wiring from the ceiling and just had art sort of hang down at different heights in front of the windows. We had thought about like different ways that we could build like simple movable walls, but we landed on this so that we could easily show work on both sides, because that was going to be pretty important to use this space as effectively as possible. And we wanted to make them so that they could be moved around, so that if we wanted to reconfigure it depending on, you know, the scenario, then it was possible. So all of the walls are hinged in the corners, and then they're on casters on the floor. So we can, you know, make the casters movable and then hinge the walls so that we can actually like move these giant walls around in this tiny space because it's not.
You want to grab there and pull towards me?
Sure.
Is that enough to squeeze through?
Yeah, we can squeeze through here.
Okay.
So this wall is our science wall. It's Kyle's fictional science art.
Let's get that camera going. Yeah, these are some prints. Like, these are kind of in the past couple years.
We're freezing a bit. Oh, darn it. The internet is really bad here, so we apologize if we're freezing. We're just on our data.
I have a feeling it's because we're in a little shed now.
Yeah, we're inside the shed, so that's going to make a difference. So the walls are, what, 8 feet? How long is this one, Kyle? This one's a bit longer, right?
6 feet wide. 6 feet by 8 feet tall.
Okay, 8 feet tall. What are this one's 4?
4 foot.
So 4 feet by 8 feet. And then this is our longest wall at 6 by 8. And so basically, like, Kyle came here and like built all the walls alone in this space. I do have video of it. I should post some of them up. And then when we were drywalling it, I'll put these in our flat file shares. We had like a wall, a wall, a wall, a wall, and we were like rolling paint and drywalling like squished in between everything, because the space feels much bigger now that everything is up. But when we were like working on it, it felt like the tiniest building in all of the land.
Most definitely.
Yeah, it's also very hot in here. But I'm super, when we first had them going up, I was like, oh my gosh, maybe 8 feet was like the wrong choice, because it seemed ginormous. It also seemed like it was going to be almost impossible for me to help Kyle lift these up. And at that point, we were still in like the absolute lockdown, so we didn't really like have the ability to invite people to come into a very small room and help us like grunt and groan things up. But you know what? We did it. I was stronger than I thought, so that was pretty great. And it's nice because a lot of these prints that Kyle's been working on in the past year, we haven't been able to hang up in a gallery. So to see them up on the walls and not just like at a craft sale table has been totally delightful. More prints by Kyle. So these are all relief prints, polymer plate relief prints that you made for the Toronto Outdoor, I think, right? Most of them?
2016, mostly around that time when I did the Toronto Outdoor once upon a time.
And
do we want to try to get...
Well, let's talk about your newest print, because this is the first time it's ever been up. What's Freya say? Kyle and Chrissy are our favorite artists. Oh, thanks, Freya. You're such a good supporter of us.
This one is called Time Dilation. This is a print I finished. I illustrated just before 2021 in like kind of November, December, and then over January and February I printed this, and it is about the concept of time dilation, where like time is a bit weird, and depending on various factors, like if you're close to really big bodies of gravity or far away, or if you're traveling very fast or traveling very slow, and kind of this, time's not a constant. It's kind of weird.
This is also a new print that we've never shown before of Kyle's.
It's a big gemstone. I did a whole series of these gemstones many, many years ago. And then I reprinted the diamond one to be larger because it sold out and I liked the diamond. And there's no reason why I can't print more of it.
So yeah, right now we're gonna keep showing the prints. I'm working on bringing over some wooden flower paintings that I've done. Maybe we'll walk over to the mural so you can see what I'm talking about with that.
Look how small of a space this is. Isn't it adorable? All right, we're on the inside of the like very glass wall. You can see Bloomfield. You can see the parking lot and the public house just over through the trees.
There's also really good shaved ice snow cone deliciousness over there.
So here are some of Jacob's works, and this one down here in the bottom left is mine.
Oh, this.
Yeah.
So relief print.
This guy up here is a screen print.
This is our adventuring wall.
This one is a screen print that I did several years ago for the Toronto Design Show.
Yeah.
A project that we did with Alex Fita. Shout out, Mr. Fita. This is a Jacob print. It's a one-color screen print.
It's two colors. There's silver and black.
I don't know if you can see the silver, but it's like hanging out in the water. Another screen print by Jacob Rolfe. All of these prints you can purchase online at our store, which is just sparkboxstudio.com/store. Then this wall, let's pull back a little bit. Look at that little grouping. So down here we have a Chrissy print. This one up here is one of mine. This one up here in the top right is a collaboration between Chrissy, myself, and Landon Perkins. Guy in the middle, Chrissy's. The space is so much bigger than I thought it was going to seem. Such a great job. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Leanne.
This has been a wonderful little experience. It is like blazing hot in here right now.
It is so hot.
Essentially, it's a greenhouse. This guy down here, this is a Jacob. This is a new Jacob work. And then obviously, check for ticks. If anybody lives in our area, I don't know why, but the ticks are getting worse every single year. And here is one of Jacob's newest works. It's really quite lovely. It has this nice silver ink that runs through the rainbow and in the background and adds a little bit of shading in there.
So we're just hanging everything right now with earth magnets and tacks, like metal tacks, which has been...
Yeah, you can see them. Oop.
I think we're also going to talk a little bit about like some future projects that we have planned that are going to happen in the fall. But we also would love to hear like any thoughts anybody has about, you know, what they think we should do with the space. And, you know, obviously we're going to post this after we're done, so feel free to like send us a direct message or write something in the comments now. But, you know, it's like a space that we really have like a lot of freedom. Obviously space, like literal space wise, we don't have a lot of freedom, but in terms of what we can show and what the space can be used for, there's some flexibility, which is pretty exciting and awesome. So basically, like our plan with this space in the fall is, as probably all of you know, we had to shut down the residency for the past,
almost,
is it 2 years now? I don't know. However,
it's been shut down for like a year and a half almost.
And so what we're trying to do is figure out ways to bring that part of our business a little bit back to life, but also think about it in terms of like this location. So we have invited the emerging artists. So every year, maybe some people don't know this, but every year Kyle and I give away awards. Yeah. And sometimes those are in the form of just residency time with us, so a week-long residency, and that's usually to artists that are younger, just emerging, fresh out of school, that sort of thing, because we built that program when we were fresh out of school. And another award that we've done over the years is our Dawson Award, and that's a month-long residency and a $1,000 bursary. So at the end of 2019, we had our jury select our award winners for 2020, and then we had to cancel everything. So this year, we've reached out to all of those award winners and asked them about doing something a bit different, like creating some kind of virtual program and then inviting them to exhibit their work here in the fall. And so right now we're still kind of building the program with the residents, and it looks like October we'll have work up here by the hopefully 5 artists that were invited
from the 2020 Emerging Artist Award.
Yeah, so it'll be like an interesting collection of work. Holly Gilmore and Kevin Merritt were the jurors for that piece. So there's illustrators, there's video, ceramic, textiles. Yeah. There's quite a range of different works. And yeah, we're really excited to be showing that. Hopefully we'll have a little interview with each of them, and that will be on our website, so you can learn more about their work. I feel like
Mackenzie asked if there's electricity in the building. Yes, there is, which makes it very exciting. There's some possibilities there. So
yeah, right now we just have little Christmassy lights, or I guess they're more like patio lights.
They're patio lights. They're just plugged in and on a timer, which is okay for now, but at some point we're gonna actually put in some more real lights.
Mm-hmm. And right now we're debating if we want the lights to be on the exterior or on the interior, or if we can figure out how to do both. We were very fortunate that when we decided to do this project, we reached out to Community Futures Foundation, which is like kind of like an economic development component of the county.
Yeah.
Is that a fair statement? And we pitched this idea as like a way to bring arts back into the community, and a space for tourists to be able to engage with like community arts initiatives. And so we got some funding to help offset the cost of like things like wood, which apparently costs $10 a 2x4 right now, and that was cumbersome.
Unfortunate. Leanne says seeing someone work inside would be good, or a live performance inside the fishbowl kind of thing would also be cool. Yeah.
That is a cool idea. I never even thought about it like in terms of performance space.
It could not be in the summertime. Being in there for like 15 minutes, my back I'm very, very sweaty.
Unless it's a person that likes sweating. or being hot. We hate being like warm, so we're not good barometers of comfort in terms of that space, but it is quite warm in there. I do love that idea though. I think that's a super good idea. I could definitely see like someone performing in this space, and there's all like the deck, and there's actually quite a lot of like grass space over here that people could like stand.
Kind of cool.
Yeah. Thanks, Leanne. That's a great idea. I love that idea.
Fans permitting, or
yeah. I mean, there is power, so we could have fans.
There's also a ceiling fan installed, so like it does help to keep the space a little bit cooler when working inside of it.
Yeah, we don't have the ceiling fan going right now.
No, because nobody's inside of it.
Yeah.
So right now it's just this little box that we can view, and maybe I will spin us around and we'll show the outside again. Oop. Oh, Mackenzie says a light installation for an evening viewing.
Oh, that is also a really good idea.
Maybe Lou Web Projects?
Okay.
Do you want to go take a look at your mural?
Sure, yeah. So, you know, other things on this property is like Tammy is an amazing antique collector and also an artist. So on the property and all the additional buildings is just like an array of really cool, interesting antique goods. We're gonna go through the little garden space. How cute is this? Oh, it's very comfy back here.
Okay.
We did it. All right. So this was a mural that Tammy commissioned by me a few years ago, and
I think that we can see almost all of it.
Okay, cool. So it's on like signboard, MDO signboard, and painted with like exterior, like UV resistant paint, and then it's mounted on basically strapping so that it can be pumped out from the wall. So there's like a gap in here. So it's popped out. And then something cool that Tammy's been doing is that there's these additional pop-out flowers that Tammy has been, if like a guest is here and they're having like a special event or sort of like something that's like, you know, like an anniversary or a unique gathering, on the backside they have signed their names and like left a little message, and then they've been able to pick where on the mural these extra flowers get put. So it turns into kind of like an ever-changing guest book. So there's another one over here that's put on. So these are nasturtiums. They're kind of perfect for placing wherever on the mural space. But I just love that as like an extra little special engagement.
Gotta make sure not to like fall.
No, yeah, there's a step down. Cool.
Do you wanna, here, you can set it up here and we can turn around. Hi.
So yeah, I'm gonna make more of those like pop-out flower types. And I mean, I have some made, I just need to like dig them out of storage. And then I'm gonna bring those over to the gallery too, because they're all weatherproof and they're pretty easy to pop around and move and put on something. And I have extras, and I think Tammy's gonna take some more to keep adding to this, which is pretty awesome. But we're gonna have those at the gallery. I was thinking I would have them there by July, but clearly that didn't work out, because building a gallery and then taking all of the pictures of the work and posting those to the website and then making QR codes, it all just took a lot longer than
that and all the other projects that we do on a week-to-week basis.
Yeah, everything takes longer than I think it's going to take. I have a very like skewed understanding of time, and I have a tendency to put too much in my to-do list and then I get disappointed.
We're just excited, guys. Yeah. We're just excited.
So I think that's our little tour for the day.
Yeah, it was lovely hanging out with all of you on our Instagram today. If you have the means and the ability to, like, I guess if you live in the area, really, you should come by our little gallery space. It's really quite cute. And
take pictures and share them so that we know that you're there and that you're checking it out. It really, like, it does mean a lot to us to be able to see that, like, people are coming to the space and taking a look. And yeah, thanks for sticking with us through, like, kind of a, like, stranger flat files, and one we, like, obviously didn't plan this. We just kind of, like, fly by the seat of our pants. So, you know, it was, I'm sure, a little clumsy at times, especially with the camera work.
It's okay, it's forgiven.
Thanks for being patient, and yeah, checking out what we're up to.
If you are unable to come to the gallery, you can see all of the work online on our store at sparkboxstudio.com/store.
Yeah. And let us know if you have any questions or other ideas. I'm definitely going to write those other ideas down because I think it's great.
Go get shaved ice? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredibly hot out.
I'm sure
it's
you
uncomfortable.
can tell. Awesome. All right, well, have a super good Friday.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you all next week.